feel very honored and privileged to have the E2 visa. And I
Awesome.
actually don't think I could have done it without you guys.
Awesome.
And I'm not being paid to say that, that's for sure.
Welcome to another episode of Legal Zone with Visa to America. I'm Katie, and today we have our head attorney, Mr. Phillips, sitting down with Mr. Ameer to discuss his recent success in obtaining an E2 visa with the help of our E2 services. Stay tuned to hear Ameer's story and learn more about the success.
Hello, and welcome again to another edition of the Legal Zone, working with Visa to America. We have a very special guest again with us today, whose name is Ameer Wakil. Did I say that right?
Right, perfect. Ameer Wakil, yeah.
Awesome. How you doing today?
I'm doing great in cold Canada.
Cold Canada. Oh, and we're in January now, so I know it's freezing.
It is very cold.
But you seem to have a smile on your face. How are things in general?
Everything's great. Everybody's healthy, and our business has reopened after the pandemic, so we're fortunate from that standpoint.
Okay, so with our firm in Visa to America, it's all about visas. How did you come to know about our services, and what were you looking for exactly?
Let me tell you the client profile first. Mr. Ameer is the owner of White Oaks Resort, which is located in Niagara Falls, Canada. He is a Canadian citizen and was wishing to open a consulting business in Florida, United States. Today, he is approved for his E2 visa, and he starts living his American dream.
There's a good friend of mine also in Canada from Toronto, and he was moving his boat parts business to Fort Lauderdale, and he had connected with your firm, and he was having some success. Success was right at the beginning, and he just said they seemed like a good, honest firm if I would be in, and he knew I wanted to do the same, set up a consulting business in the U.S. So he connected me, and then it started with Joseph, and that was back in February 2021. We started the process.
Okay, so you had a desire to come to the United States?
Not full time. I own and operate a business here in Canada. Success was right at the beginning, and he just said they seemed like a good, honest firm if I would be in, and he knew I wanted to do the same, set up a consulting business in the U.S. So he connected me, and then it started with Joseph, and that was back in so they always ask me for that. And then just one thing led to another. They kept asking and wanted to actually hire me, engage my services. And I said, well, I can't legally work here. I didn't want to do anything to jeopardize our business in Canada. So that's how it actually started.
Okay. So when did you first hear about that particular type of visa? What type of visa did you apply for?
I applied for an E2 visa.
For those who don't know what is an E2 visa, let me tell you in short what it is. The E2 visa is a non-immigrant visa that allows individuals from certain countries to enter and work in the United States when they have invested or are actively in the process of investing a substantial amount of capital in a U.S. business. Benefits of an E2 visa include the ability to live and work in the U.S. for an extended period of time, the ability to bring family members to the U.S., and the potential for eventual permanent residency through many different options. Let's hear ahead what Mr. Ameer has to say about his experience with Visa to America.
And then you contacted Joseph with Visa to America, and how did that process go about?
That was great. I just contacted him online. It was pretty simple, and he was always very quick, efficient to call me back, and then involving the whole team. We built the whole plan, and the project was very smooth, I must say. And it was during the pandemic, so there was challenges coming our way, but we overcame them all thanks to you guys.
So the E2 visa required you to set up a business in the United States. What type of business was it?
So it's a consulting business for the conference hospitality business.
Okay. And what's the name of the business?
It's called Upper Hand Consulting.
Okay.
And we were fortunate enough yesterday to go for our interview at the U.S. consulate in Toronto, and that was also a great experience.
Okay, so talk to me a little bit about that experience. Before the interview, what type of steps were needed to be made? What did you need to do exactly?
Okay. Well, through your company, did a great deal of legwork from a business plan, um, to everything else, marriage certificates, passports, a lot of different things. So we put that package together and then presented it, and then you guys set up our process from there for the interview.
The visa interview is an important part of the E2 visa application process. During the interview, consular officers will assess the applicant's qualifications for the visa and determine whether they meet the requirements for an E2 visa. The officer will also verify the authenticity and legitimacy of the investment and will ask questions about the business and the applicant's plans for working in the United States. A well-prepared applicant with a strong business plan, a thorough understanding of the investment, and strong ties to their home country can increase the chances of being granted an E2 visa. This is where Visa to America's expertise lies in. We make you properly prepared for the interview.
Up to the interview, how were you feeling going into the interview?
Well, I'm a big believer, just like in any kind of sport, I'm in preparation. So I did actually take it very seriously. I learned a long time ago from my father that when you go to the United States, it's like going to someone's home. So you have to respect it and treat it accordingly. So I prepared very seriously for it, studied my business plan. We had developed a website as well. I went over that to make sure everything was accurate and had my investment knowledge set. So I knew there was going to be questions about potential starting revenue in year 1 to 5 for our business plan, and then about how much we invested in the business, proof of funds in the US. So we were prepared.
Awesome. And how long did the interview take?
Actually, it was very quick. We were lining up in the cold and the dark outside for probably longer than we were inside. So by the time that we were at 8 a.m. the first interview, and there was a lot of people. It was just interesting, just small little things for your potential future clients. You can't bring a cell phone. They're very strict. You go through like a metal detector. It's very important to have all your documents with you, because I probably had 1,000 pages, and they asked for the entry visa application, and then the only other thing randomly they asked for, I'm married, and they asked for my marriage certificate, and there was probably literally over 1,000 pages, and that's the only things. But you don't know what they're going to ask, so you do need to be prepared.
Awesome. And so you were approved.
Yes.
Awesome. Congratulations on that. So what are the plans now? You would spend some time in Canada, some time in the US?
Yeah, I mean, I still work full time here in Canada, and my kids are here, so and our business is here. But I just wanted to have the ability that when the opportunity does present itself for consulting in the US, that I can legally do it, and I'm comfortable to do it, and that's why we set it up, and I'm really excited about it. I feel very honored and privileged to have the E2 visa, and I actually don't think I could have done it without you guys.
Awesome.
And I'm not being paid to say that. That's for sure.
Well, thank you so much, Ameer, for your time. You was a pleasure to work with. You did have everything lined up. You was very cooperative, and part of the success is you, because you was such an accommodating client.
Well, I appreciate that. I'll just go down saying we made a good team. How about that?
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, and good luck to you.
My pleasure. Have a great week.
We assist people like them to not only go through the whole process from A to Z, but even when they get E2 visa, we help them to get oriented in the community, in the state which they are, in the city which they are, any kind of issues they have, if they need to get a new license, if they need a new housing or whatever. We help everybody who is going through this process to be successful in life, not only just to get the permission from US government to live in this country, but really be a successful person. We got one specific for E2, which is called E2 visa, E2 visa to America.com, which they can go there, get all the information.
Just like Mr. Ameer, you can also expand your business in the U.S. and achieve your American dream. Call us at 202951 0802 or email us at info@visitAmerica.com. I am looking forward to talking to you very soon.